Another tool back.
Yeah, we're making one more.
But I'm missing number 3.
So we can come back and we'll come in Monday. We'll play catch up.
Oh.
Or no, come in.
We have class tomorrow.
Yeah, we have class tomorrow. Can you come in early tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tool path. I've got it all set up. I've got my little header. Come up here. Let's position my part properly. And I'm gonna go. Where to go? Tool path. Drill. And now, slow down and watch this real quick here. I'm going to show you something. I can go around and pick these all over again. Okay? But since it's basically everything I picked a minute ago, watch this. I'm going to close this out. So I basically want to do the same tool path as my spot drill. I'm going to use a different tool, right? So if this yellow folder, I right click and drag, and let go. What do we say?
Copy.
Left click, copy. Save yourself some work. Open up the parameters. What do we want? Let's start at the top. Start at the top. I want to change the tool. So I'm going to right click. Tool manager. Let's go to my filter. And I'm going to go to find drills here somewhere. Drills. Okay. And I think it was a,
So we go drill
I
and root filter.
don't remember what the, do I have it open here?
It's 1364. It's 2031.
Two,
Or sorry, yeah, it's the diameter is 203.
There we go. 203. 203. So I find the 203, I highlight it, and I go up, and I go okay. And now I change my description. Drill holes. I can come down to my cut parameters. I don't want this to be just drilling anymore. I want it to be peck drilling. And notice now we've got a button here to fill in. Remember peck drill, how to figure out what's a good place to start on peck drilling. How much material do you want to take out every time it makes a cycle into the material? 3 is the magic number.
30%.
There we go, 30%. Now Mastercam will do some math for you. I got this highlighted. I'm going to type in 30 divide 100 times 0.203 equals, it's like 60 thousandths. If you don't like the little tenths on the end of it, you can just round it to 60 thousandths. Now I go to my linking parameters. That's going to change. What's going to change? All this is the same except for the depth right here. Click on the word depth, and now I can come over and now I can click on, because we've drawn where our circle is at the bottom, I can click on that circle. I'm going to click right here. And it tells me 380. Ready for the bonus round? The coup de grace. Right here it says tip compensation. I'm going to click on tip compensation. I'm going to activate it. And breakthrough amount, that's this little shoulder length here. I want 0 on the breakthrough amount. And somebody help me out. Who brought a calculator? For curiosity's sakes, what's 0.3 times 0.203? 60 thousandths. Look what they've done here for us. We've got a 118-degree drill, and they've automatically put in the drill tip length for us. And we've double-checked our little cheat code, our little shortcut of 0.3 times the diameter. As a side note, have we talked about how to properly measure the depth of the hole? Does it go to the center of the hole or the shoulder feature?
Shoulder, yeah.
The shoulder feature.
Usable length.
Yes, usable length. Good term. And I'm gonna click OK. It says it needs to be regenerated, so I regenerate it. And I push back plot just to kind of see what's going on here. Turn it to the side so I can see that it is starting above like it should, the tip goes down below like I expect it to. And if you really want to, if you've got a computer that'll keep up with the graphics, I'm going to select them all, go to this button right here in the middle of the two little blue squares, and I'll push play, and it's going like really fast, so I'll rewind, turn up the precision, slow down the feed, push play. Now my cut's right at the top, so that's why we're not seeing anything on the top. But there we gotta see the I'll speed it up a little bit. There we go. There's our, you can see still tiny little dimples there. That's what we're expecting. We can come back and rerun that and go a little deeper with the height wear for that tool. And we hit the drill. Turbo drill. Now, I'm going to rewind it one more time. And I run the facing operation. It just ran the facing operation. And it didn't cut the top. What are you going to do out there on the floor? What are you going to do out there on the floor?
Do RG54.
I heard G54.
Yeah, move G54.
54, right. So you can do two things. If you run the very first tool and it goes over the top of the part and it doesn't clean up, stop the show, retract, reset, and lower your work coordinates down just a little bit. Now you might think that, well, I can put that in my tool length offsets. You don't want to do that because if, for example, you had to lower it 20 thousandths and you have 6 tools in your magazine, you're going to have to enter in minus 20 thousandths on every tool. So the very first tool, if it doesn't clean up and you want to make some adjustments, make it to your work coordinate system. And if you've done a nice job in setting up all your tools are associative, they're all together. Now on second tool to the end, if you have a slight bit of adjustment to make in the wear, whether it's a length or cutter comp, now those tools are still associative. So it's a lot cleaner, it's a lot more efficient way of adjusting positions. Very first tool, move the work coordinate system. All the rest of the tools, use your wear at that point. That makes sense? So if I close this out, and I'll show you a little trick. We go to stock setup here at the top. And let's see if I get this in the right direction. I'm going to put 0.01 here on the Z to simulate the, hopefully, let's see if I get it right, that my stock is a little higher. So I click OK, and I select everybody again. So what I've just done is I've artificially pushed my coordinate system down as we would out on the floor, and I want to see what that's going to look like physically. Wow, look at that. And as always, at this point, stop and take a breath and save. Save often, save frequently. And it's 2:05. So at this point, if you have all this on here, you can, do we talk about posting it out? Did we talk about posting programs? So, yeah, well, let's go through it again real quick. So we would click the upper left-hand square, and what that's going to do is select everybody. You should have a little green check in all the yellow folders. And then we come over here and click on the post-selected operations. Okay, now we're just going to go through defaults. And I click the OK button again. Here's where you want to start paying attention a little bit. Don't change the type. The type of file, don't change that. Change the name. Mine is op1 215. and then make a note, look at where it's going. I have mine going to the desktop. It might be quicker for you to post and move programs back and forth from your desktop, and when you're done, then transfer them to your flash drive, just for a little bit smoother transitions between. Sometimes the flash drives are kind of slow, and there's a lot of program to pull up. It might, if you experience some difficulties, try that. Click OK, save, and you should get a program code expert pop up. And here's our code. Now, we don't necessarily need a line item in every line. So this little 6-pack of icons here, the left-hand column, the middle one, if I don't move my mouse, it says remove block numbers. That's what those line items are. I'm going to click remove block numbers. And they're all gone. Now at this point, if I want block numbers so I can search through the program and start at different points, I'm going to look for see these breaks in the yellow line on the left? That's where I'm going to go. I'm going to highlight, I'm going to put my little cursor right there and type in N1. And I come down here and type in N2. I'll find the next one. N3. And N4. Now be careful. See what I just did there? I wiped out my parentheses. That would give me some error when I loaded it to the control. At this point, take a note of the program up here. There's a 4-digit number. I need to have 5. So I'm going to add a 0. Okay. And whether you do it here or also, you can do it here. Also, I would do it at the control. We've gotten into the habit of making sure our cursor is at the top before we execute a program. But it couldn't hurt to glance through the first bit of code here at the start of your program, and most specifically what I'm looking for is what coordinate system is this program operating in, at least for the first tool. Should be consistent throughout the program. It's starting out on G54, and this way I can assure that I'm setting up on G54 or have set up. If it says something else, I can make the changes before I get too far into it. Now, I've made a change up here, 01215. I can either remember that number or I'll just copy it. And then I'll go File. Let's see what I can do. I'll go Save. I made some changes, so I'll go Save. Close this. I'll go find my program that I had here. Up 1215 right there. And I'm going to change it and make it exactly the same. It's 01215. Technically, they don't have to be exactly the same, but it will save you some trouble. If you have a control full of 1,500 programs and you're looking for yours, and your names are different from the file name to the program name. The file name is what we're looking at here. When we open it up, we see the program name at the top of the program. If those are different, it's just going to make it harder for you to track. So I always say make them the same. We could make this one, we could put a space and put maybe op 1 on here, and it should load still fine. And again, if you have troubles, if you put some notes in here to denote to, if you put some little notes after the program number to kind of help you track what program it is and what it does, that's fine. When you get ready to load it into the control at the machine, if you have some difficulties with it loading or recognizing it or finding it on the flash drive, this is your first avenue of troubleshooting. Check the name and simplify it like this, and then make it another attempt. Okay. And let's see. There.
Are we done for today?
That's it. So your steps